Welcome to Fading Suns Thursday. I am JM, and this is Iconic Production. We are back with Fading Suns with the crew of the Oh Boii.
Oh boy.
Or at least half of you tonight. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun.
So for those of you who are just joining us, because this is our first stream on the Ulysses International channel, we are Iconic. We run games for Ulysses. This is Fading Suns. It is a game that is coming to Kickstarter in 19 days. Yep, 2 weeks. It's awesome. We love it. It's a medieval science fantasy game set in the far future when the stars have started to go out, and so society has kind of recrystallized as this very medieval culture. If you're familiar with some of the touchstones that it draws from, if you can picture Dune in your head, that is a good analogy for Fading Suns. Our game here follows the crew of the Oh Boii, a pirate ship turned vessel of
Hope
God.
and light.
Yeah, there we go. Vessel of hope and light. So we're going to
Still a pirate ship.
And still a pirate ship.
Pirate hope and light.
None of the things going through my head I can say on stream. So, what we're going to do is we're going to start off, we're going to introduce you guys again for everybody tuning in for the Fading Suns game for the first time on the Ulysses channel. Introduce your characters, introduce yourself, whatever you want to say. We'll do the recap, and then we will just get into tonight's episode.
All right, I guess I'm starting. My name is Becca, and I play Jexa Mendez, a young engineer who was adopted by the crew of the Oh Boii, I guess is the best way to put it. I was trying to think. She wasn't really enrolled or, stolen. She was adopted. She wasn't forced to be here. And yeah, she kind of just goes along with everything and tries to fix it all because that's what she can do. I have an artificial intelligence in my head and also a demon. So,
It's fine.
I'm not alone.
Yeah.
Anymore. Yeah.
Friends. Hi. I play Captain Calypso Mars, who is the captain of the Oh Boii, and one of the mothers of the ship. I am currently engaged to one of our other crew members, Gregor, and that's exciting because I love him. Isn't that convenient?
It is.
Calypso Mars.
That happened before you were engaged.
Yes.
Yeah.
Calypso Mars is very intelligent, but also very hot-headed and actually incredibly emotional. Despite what she may sometimes let on, she's pretty emotional or feisty all the time. My real name is Lee, and I did that backwards.
That's fine. I'm sure they're following, and if not, they can rewind and watch again.
Yes.
I'm JM. As you maybe, if you're familiar with role-playing games at all, I play everyone else in the universe. But primarily, I play a series of fuzzy... a series of strange animals that the crew has adopted. Most notably Frank, the octopuppy. Yep. And Gregor, the engineer turned first mate turned engagee of Captain Mars.
She nearly killed him the first time she met him.
It is true. It has been a rocky relationship, but it is now probably the most stable one in the campaign. So take that as you will. So the crew of the Oh Boii has been through several adventures. And we're starting sort of a new arc, fresh here with the transition to the Ulysses stream. If you're interested at all, you can go back on our YouTube channel and find a backlog of many adventures that also include Operation Ravenwatch, which was our battle order military mission, where Gemma, if you watch, she's one of the members of the crew normally. And then also last week, Lee ran a prequel game where we found out what happened to Captain Mars before she joined up with these fine adventurers.
That's not going to have repercussions at all.
No, of course not. So what we have here is that when we left off, you guys had come to the capital of the Imperium, Byzantium Secundus, for a very simple shopping trip and some time on the beach.
I was successful in my shopping trip.
You went to the beach too.
Suits? No, we never made it to the beach.
Yeah, you did.
We made it to the ocean.
Yeah, but like you saw where the water meets the land in the lab.
I have not stepped foot on sand.
That is true. I will rectify that today. They uncovered a strange plot by a member of the Engineers Guild known as Dr. Feynman, who has been called Dr. Finman by his experiments and test subjects. He was trying to make an amphibious humanoid by kidnapping people out of the Agora and subjecting them to strange machines of his own devising and some Second Republic technology. And actually, very disturbingly, successfully created an amphibious humanoid species. You're not sure if it's sustainable or not, but you captured him. You discovered that there was someone who was funding him. Mm-hmm. You don't know who. Mm-hmm. But you turned him over to the Inquisitor in the region that you knew on Columbus Station, a man by the name of Inquisitor Alphonsus.
Sir Matteo, who was a captain of essentially the police force, has been informed of all of this, as well as Bella? That feels wrong.
The Master Engineer.
The Master Engineer.
Mm-hmm.
And we had sent out a note to the Inquisition saying, hey, we found stuff, but we haven't told them everything that we found yet, because Master Bella asked us not to say everything.
Right.
Okay. Right.
It was Master Bella.
Okay.
Mariscati.
Okay.
So you have returned from Columbus Station, because you went sort of by yourself with Gregor.
Mm-hmm.
Aww. Father-daughter bonding.
No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all,
Friend.
Captain.
Friend. Uncle, niece.
Mm-hmm.
Friend.
Mm-hmm.
Gregor tries not to think about it too much. However, you know that Gemma has said goodbye. She has gone off on this very dangerous Operation Ravenwatch, which no one... she can't tell you anything about it. Everything you've sort of tried to investigate about it.
I tried hacking.
It did not work nearly at all well enough. So,
just gotta get into the church.
You have returned with Gregor?
Yes, I am back with Gregor.
Captain Calypso has rejoined the crew.
You've dropped off Dr. Finman.
You dropped off Dr. Finman on Columbus Station and come back to Byzantium Secundus while you sort of wait for Gemma to return. Also, Alestra is still in the Sanctuary Aeon
is Alexa there too?
temple. Yes, Alexa is there as well. Yeah. More NPCs to come to know.
And love.
No one loves Nigel. Alexa loves Nigel, but that's a very special relationship.
That is why she is beloved by us.
That is true. She is a saint. Not like an actual saint, but... So, as you guys sit there on the ship, what would you like to do on Byzantium Secundus?
Well, I mean, I know I don't have any money at all.
She rolled Gregor when you were not here for
suits.
Firebirds.
For the suits.
For swimsuits?
No, the space suits.
Oh. Didn't I buy them? I think Calypso has, like, all the money because she keeps stealing things.
You do.
Yes, you still have money that you took from the donation coffers.
Yeah, and I'd do it again. In fact, is there a donation coffer?
You do have all the money, and you didn't give it to me to buy suits with.
Gregor funded the new space suit.
Should I, fund Gregor? Shoot, man.
Will you pay him back for me?
Yeah.
Because otherwise I owe him, interest.
Yeah, you've taught me about compounding interest, so...
We don't do that to family.
Oh.
Ooh, are we family?
Right. Didn't know that.
Do you want to owe him back with interest?
I spent... Oh, this is what it is. I spent 250. Calypso, we got 100 from you, and Gemma threw in 200 Firebirds.
Okay.
For the 5 suits. And 1 antique one that I want to play with. Upgrade. Mm-hmm. That's the one I would be upgrading then. And then I had to,
she fixed the womp gun.
And then I asked Gregor for Firebirds for information. Because we were bribing people. I owe him 85 Firebirds, but I spent 250 on the suits, so...
Did you successfully bribe anybody?
Yes. We got information about Dr. Finman.
Okay, I'll pay him back.
Thanks.
But really, do I have to actually pay you back?
So I don't owe you anymore?
I mean, if Captain says you don't owe me anymore, then you don't owe me anymore. You do what you think is right. I've been listening to Gemma.
Stop doing that right now.
Oh, right. I bought this rug.
She did buy a very ugly rug.
It's underneath my motorbike now. It catches all the oil so I don't get it all over the ship.
Weird flex, but okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well...
At this point, your squawker goes off. You have an incoming call from Columnist Station.
Okay. Yes, this is Captain Calypso Mars.
The sort of thin and weaselly face of Inquisitor Alphonsus kind of comes up. Ah! Captain Mars! I got through to you on the first try. I don't understand any of these people who say you are difficult to get a hold of. I think they must be thinking of a different Captain Mars.
Yes. The one with the S, not the Z at the end of their name.
I will update your contact information immediately.
M-A-R-Z.
M-A-R-Z, yes.
Yeah. It's kind of important.
So, your companion? Daughter? Engineer?
Does she owe you money?
No.
Oh, okay, then yes. All these things.
Gregor's just grumbling in the car. No, she and your first mate dropped off a rather interesting find. A rogue engineers guild member is not something that normally comes up. In talking with my mentor, we believe we know who is behind funding Dr. Finman. And if you are willing to make some more money from the Inquisition, we would love to hire you. My mentor is actually on Byzantium Secundus for a recreational sabbatical that he is nearing an end of.
Okay. How high risk are we talking here?
Are we going to split this?
No more risk than on the station you found in the asteroid field.
It was a lot of risk.
That was a lot of risk.
I believe it was actually then, there may or may not be a demon in Calypso's head now. We're not sure. Okay.
We're not asking.
So...
Yeah. Calypso's a strict, never mind.
Yeah, she didn't tell anybody.
Oh, yeah.
So, how much are we talking here?
Well, I mean, you and your crew are quite capable. I assume, did your battle sister go along with the rest of the sister battles and brother battles to wherever Theophano was taking?
Yeah.
All right, well, I will subtract that from the fee. Sister Battle.
Oh, come on.
Have
I existed this long needing one?
I do not know. I've conflated you with Captain Mars with an S. I'm going to have to go through and sort out which stories go with which person, but that is neither here nor there. I think we could, if you can help him, I would be willing to give you 300 firebirds a person. So for you yourself, or you and Gregor and Jexa and I believe Alestra.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you are able to, if Flint is able to say that you successfully tracked down this person, I'm sure the church would be willing to reward you with an additional 1,200 apiece.
That's total 1,500.
So...
Cap knows how to do math.
Did you know that?
I'm negotiating both of you stuff. Okay, so...
I'm pretty sure it's just killing.
Since we're kind of a little low on supplies right now, I'd say 350 firebirds and you got yourself a deal.
350 now and 1,200 at the end?
Yeah. 350 now per, and...
Right, yes, of course.
Mm-hmm.
This is... You would think that we would be better supplied here in the core worlds, but in fact the noble houses, especially the Imperial House, discourages Inquisitorial presence here. But yes, I will give... where is your ship? Where's the Oh Boii berthed? I will send Flint and his retinue.
Well... She was born a few years ago.
No,
B-E-R.
Yes, birth with an E.
Oh,
You're just right off the Agora.
Okay.
We're down in Byzantium Secundus.
Oh, so I can just, make up something arbitrarily. We're in Dock 5.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so we are currently stationed in Berthed, on Byzantium Secundus in Dock 5A.
I will send I'll send Flint the note as soon as we conclude this call. I would expect him and at least 2 of his retinue within the half hour.
So, just out of curiosity,
Yes.
This Flint?
Yes, Inquisitor Flint.
Inquisitor, okay,
Yes,
not Captain. Good
He is.
to know.
He is the. He was my mentor. He taught me everything I knew and know. And he is the one who impressed upon me that the Inquisition is a very specific duty, and straying too far from that leads us into all sorts of
Malarkey.
malarkey. I like that word. Yes, malarkey.
All right.
Far less crass than what came to my mind.
Well, I'm always here to keep you pure.
Gregor's just kind of...
I really think that Jax and Greg are like...
Calypso has no idea what the heck she's... Whatever.
Very well. Expect them
religious.
expect them within the next half hour.
Sweet. Sounds good.
Is there anything you would like to do?
Do we need supplies?
Are you sure we want another Inquisitor on the ship?
I am
Remember
absolutely...
what happened to the last one? Alestra killed him and you flushed him down the crapper.
Alestra didn't kill him.
I did.
Though.
Yeah, wasn't it?
I saw what killed him.
Yeah.
Or who killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the invisible person.
Yeah.
That,
right. Yeah, right.
Pulled me up onto
right.
the top of the ship.
Honey.
I'm not crazy. It actually happened.
Yeah.
How's your head? You're feeling warm.
Smack.
All I'm
Fine.
saying is I've never seen an invisible person.
I'm going to
I have
go
never
then
either.
and work on my antique suit.
Good.
And
how are we on fuel?
You've got plenty of fuel.
Okay.
You've recently resupplied.
Oh, okay. So I just pulled that out of my boot. All right. I don't know.
yeah, I'll just
I don't really think I
hang
need...
out in my quarters and work on the suit to try to get it functional and see if I can upgrade any of it.
Okay.
All right,
cool.
Give me a tech redemption roll.
Probably shower. I
Wits.
feel like Calypso needs that. Probably about it.
Critical success! Yes!
Well, you get a weird point.
I do get a weird point.
So in Fading Suns, for those of you just joining us now on the new channel, the way any tests work is that on the character sheet, they have characteristics and skills. They get paired together. You add your characteristic and your skill, and that's the number you're trying to roll under on a d20. Critical successes are sort of moving targets in Fading Suns, as you have to roll equal to your value in order for it to be a critical success. So you needed a
16.
So
8
she-
wits, 8 tech reduction.
So that's what Jexa needed to critically succeed at that skill, which means she doesn't have to spend any of the victory points that she generates from this roll. You generate victory points equal to what you roll if it's successful. Normally you have to spend those to overcome the difficulty of the task, but on a critical success you just gain the victory points and you get the best possible outcome. So you don't have the materials that you need to upgrade the suit, but you immediately assess what you would need to get for what you want to do with it. And you're able to find several large holes that would definitely have vented all of your oxygen right into space and then probably sucked you out through at least one of them.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was obvious to find. Then can I...
What are you wanting to do to the suit?
I want to make it functional.
All right, so seal it.
Yeah, so I need to seal it. I want to make sure it has, like magnetic lock, so I can lock onto things, in my boots.
All right.
I need a light on it. I'm learning.
You send them into one demon-possessed space station, and now they're just paranoid.
I don't know why. So a flashlight. And make sure that the comm units are all working. So make any electronics functional.
Squawker. All right. That'll be totally easy. You should be able to pick up most of that stuff for about 350 Firebirds.
Convenient.
GM math. It costs equal to plot.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. No, right? It makes perfect sense.
It does.
So you finish up with your assessment of your suit and your time in the reclaimer.
I have the perk Ingenious.
Sure.
Can I take 3 of those extra points and turn them into another weird point?
You may.
I can only do that once per scene.
Once per scene.
So,
All right.
I think.
About a half hour from then, you do get the wow noise that someone is pinging your ship, requesting access to permission to board.
Okay. Well, half hour later. So reasonably speaking, Calypso's probably in a towel. She has a lot of hair. She'll probably peek out into the captain's quarters and be like, Gregor!
Yes.
Gregor!
What?
They're the person. Just, I'm naked. Go get the person. Flash.
Right.
And runs.
You can see the images of Jexa, Gregor, and Calypso next to our names. Thank you to Simi of Doom for doing the art for all of the characters.
They're
They're
amazing.
spectacular. All right. Gregor goes down to...
I'm going to poke my head out and follow.
Come on. And opens the door to the ship.
So,
At this point, you can see 3 other people standing just outside. There we go. So come on in, guys.
Just wait.
So standing there, you see one of the Urban, one of the alien races of Fading
He is
Suns.
dressed up.
Yeah!
Love it.
Have a seat. We have our Inquisitor and his retinue standing at the base of the ship. Gregor does not know how to deal with this.
Hi. This is our first mate, Gregor.
Captain's naked.
The captain is indisposed and she will be along shortly. I'm Jexa. I'm the
Naked.
engineer.
Fabulous. Inquisitor Balthazar Flint.
Definitely not a
My friends call me Balthazar. My enemies call me Flintheart. You should call me Inquisitor Flint.
Okay.
Right.
Inquisitor
Inquisitor
Flint.
Flintheart.
Yes, Captain Calypso
Bal
Mars.
says,
She's
No,
not here
no.
yet.
Gregor.
She's on her way.
She's naked.
Very well.
Yeah, she's naked.
Stop.
What?
Don't tell them that.
As a member of the church, Gemma said to always be honest with members of the church.
I know, but we don't have to tell them everything.
She's...
Indisposed is the same thing as naked.
She's
Shall we wake you up
ex-disposed.
then?
No, not in... I mean, indisposed.
We
Hi.
shall wait.
No, who are your
Yes, go ahead and
party members?
introduce yourself and your retinue there, Inquisitor Flint.
Inquisitor Balthazar Flint. I am a full-time Inquisitor for the church. And this is my retinue. I actually just met them, so you can introduce yourselves and your characters.
You want to go first?
Go for it, Marty.
Oh, okay. I am G, and I am a Ronin.
Yeah,
So
a masterless knight
Yep.
in the far future.
I'm Maddie. Normally I play Gemma. It feels very
The
weird
other mom.
not to play Gemma, the other mom. Tonight I
You're
am
so
playing. Am I? I didn't even look. Oh, shut up.
Smarter than Gemma.
Smarter than Gemma. Tonight I am playing Thessala. I don't even know how you say it.
Urban.
Orban.
Mm-hmm.
Merchant. So think space elf.
Yeah, they're the there are two kind of derivations of the Ur. The Urban are kind of tall, lithe, very like their proportions are just off from human proportions. Like your limbs are a little longer, your faces are a little narrower.
Writing that down.
Nearly albino skin, and all of them
on par.
are there you go. All of them are psychic. The entire race is psychic.
Oh no.
Hi.
No.
I'm Jaxa the engineer. Oh, I already said that.
Yeah, I'm Gregor.
The first mate.
And you said your captain is naked.
Indisposed.
Exposed.
Indisposed.
Indisposed.
She will soon
Exposed
be
and
ex-disposed,
indisposed?
I assume.
I see.
Is that how language works?
That's better-ish.
I mean, whatever works.
When she's dressed,
Or-
just like come in randomly.
Yeah, sure. Just come in whenever you're ready.
I'll choose.
You'll
I'll
choose
wait.
your moment. That's fair.
What works?
Come on.
Life.
Do you want
Oh, yeah.
something to drink? I mean, water or something? Not, definitely not. Hooch.
Shava tea, if you have it. Midian would be the best. Thank you.
I'll go check. Jackson.
Do you want me to check?
Nope.
Oh.
You
As-
talk.
I'll stand here.
I'll take something
Great.
stronger than tea.
Calypso will at this point come out, magnificent
Me
hat.
too.
And she'll be like, "Hello, welcome to my ship. I'm so sorry, I was
I
indisposed.
heard you were naked.
Where is he going?
He's going to get some Java tea.
Java we?
Tea.
Shava tea.
We
Simply
don't
the best.
have any.
Good day, Captain. Thank you for allowing us onto your vessel.
You are quite welcome. I presume you are Inquisitor Flint?
I am. First question.
Yeah.
Where did you get those boots? They're fabulous.
Oh my gosh, thank you. I actually just recently got them on Byzantium Secundus. There's this shop right down on the marketplace. There's a little green little sign on the front.
Oh, yes, I've seen it.
Yes, they were having a sale, and I bought 3 pairs.
Very good, very good.
I bought her hat.
I'm going.
She
Are
did
you
buy this
wearing a
hat
hat?
for me. Yeah. She
Lovely,
has giant
lovely.
plumage hats, so yeah.
Lovely. Very good.
Captain, I've got tea
Mm.
ready and stronger stuff.
I have an idea. Shava tea is
Yes.
simply the best.
Yes, Midian.
Midian, is that the brand that you prefer, or
From the planet that it's grown on. Simply the best.
so? Since we are in the capital of the Imperium, is there a shop here that is comparable, or do I
I'll
roll
get
for
it.
you? That's your punishment.
Yes. And I will give him directions.
Sure. I will be right back.
Run like hell up.
Strapping young fella.
I know.
Well, Gregor just hightails it out of the ship.
Yeah, don't drink any more water.
So, there you are. You're in full armor, yes?
I believe so.
Just like,
Synth silk with dueling e-shields.
oh, so you actually like look like the Ronin. You have like the nobility like robes and silk, and then you have the shield. You're in leathers, I believe.
A jerkin?
Yep. And Inquisitor Flint, you look, I assume, like you look.
Pretty much. I also have synth silk
Say it
and
5
a
times
dueling
fast.
e-shield.
All right.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Well, Flint, I will turn it over to you as you. These are the people that your acolyte Alfonsos
Are we
has.
just waiting in the cargo bay?
Mhm.
We can sit in the
We'll bring...
mess hall, conference room,
We have a lounge.
lounge.
It's actually all three. It's your mess hall, lounge, and conference room.
There's a couch.
That's why I was thinking of it.
It's very boho style. Don't judge too hard. Anyway, you are... I haven't caught your name yet.
G.
G?
G.
G. And you are...
Thesala?
The Sala.
Mm-hmm.
The Thala. All right, come with me, everyone. And she'll...
There is something that does not smell right coming from the mess hall. Gregor tried to make tea with what he had on hand.
So...
Can as we go, can I kind of push Frank with my foot into a room and shut the door?
Do you guys?
Frank won't stand for
Yeah.
that.
What are your perception scores? It's a characteristic.
How do you spell it?
Just a straight
It's under
perception?
Just straight perception.
6.
4, 6, and what is your perception, Marty?
6.
All right, you all notice the young engineer kind of push what seems to be a Dalmatian spotted octopus that has a stogie in one mouth and a knife in one of its tentacles, and it's going like this to Jexa as she kind of
And I'm
pushes
gonna
it.
do it back as I push him in and shut the door.
Oh my, is that yours,
No.
Captain?
So that's Frank.
Yes.
He is...
So you've begun his training?
I acquired him from a very interesting person on... I forget what... Lemon
I assume you have
no,
all
yeah,
the important licenses for it. They are dangerous.
Well,
Yes.
we have licensing.
You armed it?
It's a... So
in the process.
he's a baby. So
But he's already smoking.
that's a toy. It's not actually real. Don't worry. He likes to hold things, and if he doesn't have 2 things at every moment, he gets he inks, and it stains. Certain metals are actually slightly.
Meanwhile, the octopuppy runs by and just runs into him.
You don't need a license for that.
No, that's a mistake.
Sorry, Abby.
Did the vendor explain what they're capable of?
No,
Oh. Do you have his name?
I think I do, but I don't have my binder. Do you?
I make a note of the vendor.
Yeah, I'll tell him that.
Yes. Well,
For
they're highly trainable. It is say the Geisha Guild use them as assassins.
See, we mostly just use him to point very aggressively at people.
Ah, yes, they do that well.
Yeah, he gets a
Yes.
little. Yeah.
Do be aware that their bite is poisonous, paralytic, and quite painful. I understand.
And he is taking notes. Well, luckily, Frank is dearly beloved to me, and I don't think he would do that. And if he does, I will probably flay him. So.
Oh no, they're very loyal.
Good.
Have you
Good.
bonded with him then?
Yes, absolutely. I gave him the butter knife
Fantastic.
on accident.
Sure.
Oh yeah, she's definitely
Okay.
bonded with
Oh,
Frank.
very good. That's a good way to train them before you get them something
Gemma who
sharp.
hates Frank.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the butter knife is where we're starting, and depending on how well this goes, we might be ending there. Anyway, this... What? Did he burn something?
clean it up.
It looks as if Gregor, who is a fantastic engineer,
Yes.
Just took stuff from the spice cabinet and put it in boiling water to try and make tea.
Okay.
I'm so glad I was like, what's the vendor?
We're gonna just dump that out.
Yeah.
I will follow Jexa into the kitchen to help. Do you need a hand?
All she hears in my head is panic, 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 panic. We don't have permits to use my special ability.
I'm just like, she's pooping her pants. She doesn't know what's going on. Anyway. So do you...
Gregor left a mess. So sure, you can help me.
That's a lovely hair scarf. Where did you get it from?
My friend.
Your friend?
Uh-huh.
Are they here?
No. Right, Gemma's the one who gave me this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly. Maddie's like, I'm gonna call you out right now.
No, they're not here right now. They are somewhere else.
Would that be the Lady Alestra?
No, she's
Sanctuary.
she's at the Sanctuary Aeon.
Ah, yes. The Sanctuary.
Mm-hmm.
Then it must be... He pulls out his little data slate. Sister battled Gemma.
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 Yes. Gemma is... Yes, she's not here. She gave me.
Is she at the cathedral?
This. Possibly. I'm not sure where she is.
They do like to hang out there.
She's on some kind of mission.
Yes, well...
Go
The
back to our
Brotherhood is
YouTube
always-
channel and check out the mission that Emma is on.
They always do go off on missions. Fight heretics.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Well, so this is our humble hangout, as you can see. There's the kitchen-y area, there's the table-y area, and here are some couches and some pillows and some sittable ottomans. It's very boho.
There's a faint hint of burnt hair.
Fur.
Yeah, that's
That would be burnt fur.
Burnt fur.
Yes, now that you mention it... Wait.
That was
Vorox?
someone who. It was really unfortunate, but she turned on
Oh,
Gregor,
yes, it's quite
and
unfortunate.
he
Happens.
had to put her down. It was unfortunate.
I have heard that with the Vorox.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was unexpected, and we had no idea what was happening.
Have we not told people about when the zombies attacked?
We probably don't want to tell people about the zombie attack.
Oh, okay.
Zombies.
So,
Oh,
yes.
zombies.
Man, you won't have to use any of your skills. Lee's gonna protect you.
Lee's just giving you everything that you would normally have to spend VP for.
The amount of panic.
Meanwhile, she is stoic and you get...
I'm used to it.
So
All
he
right,
takes a
Flint.
seat, crosses his legs. So, yes, the crew of the Oh Boii. It does seem from my briefing that trouble seems to erupt around you.
I think there is trouble everywhere, and we just happen to solve it on occasion. Not often. Every now and
That
again.
is a hypothesis.
That's my hypothesis.
Yes.
Look, if you're asking if we seek out trouble intentionally, all we have honestly been trying to do is just stick our feet into sand, play in some ocean waves, and have literally nothing go wrong.
Yes, in fact, I was doing just that when Alphonsus called me.
I want to go to the beach.
I was on the beach enjoying a sunny drink.
I want a sunny drink.
There's a fantastic resort on the south side.
Sure. How much does that cost?
Well, I'll tell you what. Help me with this little problem, and I'll put you up there for a week.
In
Gemma's
addition,
But it's somewhere. No, that sounds about right.
is this in addition to what Inquisitor Alphonse has already discussed with us?
Yes. I mean, let's face it. What good are firebirds if you can't spend them?
Jaxa has just bright, shining eyes as she looks at you.
Well, Inquisitor.
Remember, there's always more than monetary rewards in life. I believe if we help each other in this Finman case,
can help you out with things.
South side
we have cookies. Do you want
resort.
cookies?
Gregor can come back
What
anytime
kind of
now.
cookies?
You get a message from Gregor.
Lemon shortbread.
I'll try one. I'm just gonna. I've not sat down.
Is
I'm
something
still
wrong,
just
dear?
standing next to the Inquisitor, and I'm just.
Do
I'm
you
napkin
offer
thingy.
one to the Inquisitor?
Nothing is
Well,
wrong.
would you
It's
like
just
one?
men, you know.
Yes. He takes
How
one,
they're so.
pulls a
I
little
gave up on them
device,
years ago.
puts it on the
Probably
cookie.
a smart move.
Must be sure.
I, on the other hand,
don't want
am
to end
not
up
so
like
smart.
Giordano.
And
What is that?
It's a little sniffer
I
to
don't
make
even
sure
know how
this
to
cookie's
spell
not
it.
poisoned.
Can I see that?
Shaba tea.
Tucks it back in his pocket.
SHAVA. Would you like a cookie?
Shava tea.
Sure.
They're quite good.
And they're safe.
Girls came and knocked on our door. We bought them.
I've heard of that cult.
The scouting girls? Yes.
Very good.
Wow, was that a good distraction?
Gregor
So-
will be here with the Shaba tea shortly.
Excellent.
Oh, I have my something stronger.
Yes. She'll send back like a heart emoji.
All right. So Gregor does text you or does message you here over the squawker. He's got the tea. It was really expensive. He's on his way back.
Okay. She'll be like, I'll actually reimburse you for that one.
Oh, okay, it's all right. Somehow his accent comes through.
She could just hear it in her
That's
mind's
right.
ear. Okay,
So-
so
I understand you turn this fine man over to Master Bella at Karma Station.
Yes.
It's a shame we couldn't talk to him and have a conversation with my assistant. She's quite persuasive in getting people to.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Oh,
Agnes will
okay.
take care of him. Ah, yes, I know Master Bella from years ago.
Oh, good. So you guys are friends?
I don't know if they're friends, but she is one of the good ones.
Yes.
Lovers in the night.
She's. Lovely. Lovely. She seems lovely.
Yes.
Right, I got tea.
oh, wonderful. Just
I'm gonna take the tea from him, and I'm gonna walk away and make the tea.
Oh, thank blessed.
you.
I'm going to watch you make the tea, so I know how to make the tea.
Everybody on the Oh Boii just is like this.
The general
That's right.
stress level.
I pretty much make it as like
Ornate. and-
Yeah,
You
like-
do the whole ceremony.
yeah, like the whole tea ceremony with it, with whatever you guys have in the mess.
I'm watching
So
it
it
for
It is a mismatched.
cups.
Yeah, it is a mismatched set of like tin cups, those ceramic camping cups, and
A
like
giant
six.
steel ladle.
Yeah, and then like six
and
mason
one mason
jars.
jar mixed in there.
I would like to
red sword.
record the whole ceremony so I can play it back later and learn it because
Excellent.
Necessary.
we're gonna record this.
Give me a perception plus observe roll. Check so dude, we're gonna. I was just gonna stand up.
Yes, Inquisitor Flint has been so kind to also state that if we assist him on this, and I assume probably prevail, he'll also assist putting us up for a week in the Southside Resort on Byzantium Secundus by the beaches.
I've heard. I've been there like once or twice. It's really nice.
I know your mother.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lucille.
The best.
Lucy.
Oh, 6 is
The best, babe.
Ah, yes, the Lady Lucia.
You.
Yes, well,
You're very thorough.
it's too bad the Lady
Lestra.
Yeah.
I do not
It's
like
too
this.
bad.
So you know Gregor's mother, Lady Lucille.
Yes, I have an amusing anecdote from years ago. Before the Emperor consolidated his power, there were 2 young nobles who vied for a young lady's...
You're not one of these nobles, are you?
No.
Gregor's like off the ship.
Well, it was a good run. We'll work
Jackson,
with you.
where's the wonk gun?
I'll see you when you're done. Sorry, Flint.
2 young nobles who vied for this lady's hand, and she rebutted them. Of course, this was many years ago when dueling was much more in vogue.
Oh, I love dueling.
Yes, well, it seems that Lady Lucia does not, so she forbade them from dueling. That didn't prevent them from taking out in other ways. I've never seen a squash competition so bloody in my life. It's quite exhilarating. 2 young nobles stripped to the waist, blood flying. Lucia couldn't take it. She left, disappeared, took up another, shall we say, career.
So glad he didn't finish that sentence with lover.
No, but she eventually found someone, fell in love, and married the man who already had a young son. And she let these young nobles know, in no uncertain terms, that if they tried their games with Felcosis, he would just kill them and not play these honor duels. So these 2 young lads turned their energies to what they do best, and they became
Raising squashes.
spy masters of their houses.
Oh, nuts.
Is one of them named Francesca?
Yes, you've heard this story.
I don't, but I know
Yes.
Francesca. He's just Francesco. Sorry.
And the other one
Delightful.
was one Yabez Hazat.
Oh. That's why you would like Lady Alestra here.
Yes, she must know that Francesco in his games was just another way to put a knife in her father.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna need some tea.
I would recommend putting something else in it.
You get a mason jar.
That's totally fair.
Sip it, my boy, sip it. Let the flavor linger on your tongue.
I'll offer.
He just sets the tea down. They ruined tea for me.
Okay, so,
So, back to the
Finman.
case at hand. Finman. Yes, I understand. You turned him over, but I didn't get a lot of details from Alphonsus. Where did you find him? And what exactly was he doing?
it wasn't there, so.
Because you didn't tell Alphonsus exactly what he was doing, right?
Correct.
Because he would have passed on that. Hokey things, but not specifics, right?
I don't remember.
I do.
Okay. I can help if you don't.
So we found him below the agora in the sewers. He was experimenting for someone. We heard him talking to someone, and they discussed paying fine men stuff, and we were never able to see that person. But we, and by we, I mean Sister Battle Gemma was there, and she grabbed
Who
him.
gave you the scarf?
Yes.
Carry on.
I don't like her.
And
Panic,
And-
panic, jealousy.
and
Excellent.
yeah, she grabbed him, and we were able to bring him to Master Bella.
Did Alfonso tell him about Lord Marcon?
No.
Oh, but we
That
did
was the
hear
name.
about Markin's men, but we're not sure who Markin is. We do
yes,
have that name.
that name has come up in several investigations.
Yes, Markin's men were the ones who were abducting people from the Agora, particularly small children, and taking them to Dr. Feynman.
Did they kill the parents?
Sometimes.
Yeah,
Yes.
He said, makes them easier to take genetic enhancements, like gemmas.
Ah, yes, but those are
Sanctioned.
church-approved
Right.
modifications.
Right. That's what makes him a bad guy.
So he was experimenting on children,
Yes.
playing at the Pancreator.
Yes.
That is not good.
No.
But we must remember, more important than Dr. Feynman, the instrument, is who is behind him. That is the true heresy.
It's guy
That is what
Markon.
we need to. Yes, if we only knew who he was.
Look at you, Gregor, drinking that tea.
smarter. Gregor has like a wits of 8. So he's like super smart. He's
He
just not
is.
articulate.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
So where do we go with this?
Well, if we could maybe go to the location you found Feynman. I'd heard reports of the missing children, but I leave it up to the local provost for crimes like that.
Okay.
But when we deal with heresy, that is where the Inquisition comes in.
Yeah, heresy.
The Harris stuff. Them all. What?
Heretics.
Ticks or bugs?
But heretics are
Right.
people who
They're
commit heresies.
bugs in society.
Look at you.
Calypso also
I have
has
so
wits
missed
of 8.
Gregor.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Very good.
Do you need guns or anything?
No.
Do you need guns?
Why have him?
He makes really good tea.
He does. Added bonus.
Okay, well, I am sufficiently mortified. So, are we journeying now? Or are you staying a little
I'd
bit?
prefer to finish the tea first.
Oh, yes, okay. I will just...
Slowly.
Oh, you did that so articulate.
So it's much better.
Alright, well, I'm going to go change, and I'll be back.
So you know how to get them back down there.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to go back down
Don't
there,
judge
but yeah,
me.
yeah.
I change like 6-7 times a day. Wardrobe's important.
Just
Runs.
asking for clarification.
Panic.
She needs a better jacket.
Hey! My jacket is awesome!
Yeah, we don't criticize the captain's wardrobe or lack thereof on the ship.
She's got very nice ruffled shirts.
No.
Ruffled shirt.
Yeah.
So this
How-
tea is from.
How were they ruffled?
Well,
I don't know.
they're only in one hamper.
Does she have separate hampers?
She is a one
I
hamper.
think she only has
captain.
one hamper on the
Yeah.
ship.
Yep.
She doesn't separate lights and darks.
I don't think so.
Nope.
You know how it is.
more of
these
like a
small ships. They don't have
medium.
the room.
So
Oh,
she's
she
one that
knows.
just washes everything in cold.
I have no idea how she does her laundry.
Are you responsible for her
Oh, I'm
laundry,
aware.
Gregor?
I'm aware.
Oh, right.
I thought Nigel did the laundry.
No, I handle the captain's laundry.
Oh. Okay.
Gotta be on
Every day?
church. Sometimes. So Calypso comes back. All right. So, is there anything you want to do on the ship before you head out to this former laboratory?
Will they be opposed to the womp gun?
Would who be opposed to the womp gun?
This group.
I don't know.
Do
You
I
have
look
to.
like I'm opposed to the
What is the womp gun?
I want to know if I can take it because I'm super nervous about going back down there.
Don't look at me. I'm just the GM.
But I don't want to ask them if they're okay with the womp gun.
You do know that Flint,
Is
Uh-huh.
an
at
Inquisitor.
least at least from what Alphonsus has said, Flint is a moderate. Like, right?
Okay.
Alphonsus is
You
the
can always
one.
ask his opinion on technology.
So, sir,
Calypso comes back with more practical clothing.
technology.
This is my
What do you
receiving
think
outfit.
about it?
This
You
is
really
my
don't need to
sewer
act any
investigation
That's
outfit.
exactly what's going on.
She needs a better jacket.
You're welcome to act your age.
Uglier jacket.
She is quite perceptive, isn't she?
How do you feel about technology, sir?
Please, Inquisitor Flint.
Inquisitor Flint.
Technology is wonderful if used correctly. It's here to serve us. Like your appendage. You lost an arm. You replaced it. It works for you.
It does.
I have a portable think machine. It stores all my data. Much
Yes.
more convenient than carrying around tens of pounds of vellum bound together.
Oh, yes.
Vellum.
Books.
Right, no, I got that. Calypso met that bookbinder.
Anyway, yes. Not thinking about that. And like, so like guns.
Yes, they're useful at times.
He opens his coat and you see a pistol strapped to his hip.
At which point, I have 3 guns.
Okay.
Like I'm just like, yeah.
I would like to bring my bigger lump gun.
Ah, that would be prudent.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Have you ever used it before?
Not yet. No, once. I used it once. I did use it with Alestra.
Was it
On Alestra?
No, with. She was next to me, and it went off.
Is that why she's
Fired.
Went
Sanctuary
Aeon? Off, or you
No.
fired it?
I fired it.
There's a distinct
There's a difference.
There is. But no, I fired it. I know. We fired it. When we found it. She's not in Sanctuary Aeon because of that. She's there learning things
Yes.
because she's a sister.
Of course she is.
I think he knows better.
Yeah, no offense, but we all know she's not.
Okay.
Does Jackson know?
Yeah, I'm sitting here like,
Yeah.
wait.
Oh wait, is this what it? Yeah.
No, well, she's meant,
Alestra is a sanctuary
she's
Aeon
meant Francesco.
priestess, and once a year, a jolly old fat man comes to all of the starships and all of the Empire and delivers presents to.
All the good girls and boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you haven't had one for a while.
Nope.
A good girl or boy?
And hopefully he will continue not to
Also-
have any of those.
Also true. All right, so you grab your womp gun.
Yeah, and I want to investigate that.
Sure.
Is it taller than you?
No?
Is it the same
It's-
height as you?
No, it's like a it's got a like an upper grip.
Like a minigun.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's not like very long. It's just there's no it produces
Like a
sound.
minigun.
I'm
Okay, that's fair.
So it's going to be strapped to my back.
When you draw this, whoever's going to draw this, we want Jackson to be flying.
Because I just envisioned Gemma having to pick the back up.
Gemma just keeps her hand out of Jackson's
Just her using it to hover.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Check this out. Too bad I can't take my motorbike, too.
You are headed into the tunnels beneath
Yes.
the Agora, so.
Okay.
All right, so you were the only one who was there. So. Oh, Gregor was there, too.
Yeah, he was.
Just wrote Angara like that.
So.
Yeah.
Never here the first time. Watched the door while you guys went in.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember
So, yes, I would like to continue to figure out what that is.
Oh, no worries. I'll let you know.
Okay.
It's one of those things that when you stare at it, it just kind of goes away. I would like everyone to give me an observe, an observe plus intuition. Again, one of the nice things about Fading Suns is although there are linked skills and attributes, there are also ways that you can break them apart. So if you want someone to be able to identify a gun, you could have them roll perception or wits plus shoot to kind of figure out what do they know about that type of gun. So in this case, this is going to be intuition plus.
For her gun? Or
No, this is as you're
get
heading
there?
down into the
Okay.
Agora.
12.
and I can spend VPs to...
You rolled a
Spend
2, so
VPs.
you're successful. So you'll put
If you have
2
them
VP
to-
here.
Oh, I do. Got it.
How do you have VP to start? And the rest of you
He has perks. You can read minds.
Do I have anything?
You can read other minds besides just Calypso's and Gregor's because they're apparently their brains are indisposed.
They're exposed.
She's now very acutely aware of Calypso very naked because Gregor just.
I got this image.
All right. So this is going to be the more you spend, the more you'll see. So you take them back to the Agora, where they've Mateo has totally cordoned off with hard light, police tape.
There?
Yeah. No, Lorenzo is not there.
I was gonna say you need to get on that.
But you do see somebody who, when they see your party coming, kind of perks up and then notices Gregor behind you and then just kind of turns and walks the other direction. You missed the part where Gregor almost blew up the police station because he misinterpreted Jex's.
No,
Gemma's correspondence.
Wait, was it Jexa?
But yeah, that's cordoned off. There's a large hole where there was an explosion. And
It's purple hair.
there's still purple hair kind of stuck to the wall. You can see it's just
That's
like
my blood splatter.
Gemma was here. All right, how many did anybody fail their rolls? All right,
I almost critted.
so in Fading Suns, difficulty ratings go up by 2, so you can spend as much as you like. This is going to be a kind of a graduated test. The more you spend, the more information you will receive as you are just kind of picking up as you walk down. You're spending 10.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Good golly.
yes.
I mean, I have
Even at
I
0,
almost
you will
critted.
get information.
So I had 15. I can put what I spent on it back in my bank, but all the rest I spend because they're going to be gone. Anyway,
Yeah, they will be
right?
gone at the start of
Yes.
your next.
So I will spend 12
You'll spend 12? All right.
because otherwise they go away.
I'm gonna convert 3 into a weird point because I
I
can do
think
that.
they
to
just
you.
only go down to 10.
And then I'll spend 6.
Okay. How much are you guys spending?
I only rolled a 3.
So
So
you're just keeping them? Because you'll get something at 0.
yeah.
I rolled a 2, so I'm banking 9.
All right. So you all hear the sound of this kind of dull roaring as you climb down the stone ladder kind of set into the side. You are near, remember, the Agora is on that cliff that overlooks the ocean. So you can hear the sound of the water that's somewhere draining down into the sea where Inquisitor Flint definitely came from vacation. You spent 6. All right, so that's what you guys get. You can also see that in this place, it's not a sewer so much in the active sense, but this is from long ago when this part of the Agora was built originally. This was part of the sewers that's kind of been abandoned. They've done a lot of new builds here on the Imperial capital, renovations with the Emperor. So this is kind of an unused part of the city. 3 of you can also very clearly see scrapes, like fresh scrapes on the stone that has not yet kind of molded over, as well as footprints of heavy treaded combat boots that have come through here recently.
That's Gemma. Those are Gemmas.
Except as you see your boots,
Yeah.
but there's another half dozen pairs of boots
I don't know whose those are.
and a set of what would essentially be kind of like loafers. So there's no tread. It's just sort of like one set of prints. You spent 10 and you spent 12. As you get closer, you can see that all of the camera lights are dead. Like you at least saw, remember that they would come on as you move. None of them are reacting. And in fact, some of them have been already scavenged for parts. And you spent 12, sir.
Or they go away.
As you get to the stairwell leading down, not only do the 2 of you hear voices and the sound of like machines being taken apart,
Mm-hmm.
you see 3 tripwires set across the stairs.
I'm guessing you're leading?
Hold up, Jackson.
I guess I'm leaving. Thanks.
You're the one who's
You're
been
far
here
away.
before.
Why am I?
I would take my cane and point out the tripwires.
Oh.
And then
And pull out my sword that was inside the cane.
I think there's people in there.
I think so too. It sounds like they're taking things apart.
Could you possibly
Can
deal with those?
I disable?
Yeah, give me an
I back up and motion everyone else.
you can give me you can give me a wits plus knavery or tech redemption roll.
Oh, sweet tech redemption. Let's do that one. I'm going to spend a weird point to make this favorable.
So, anytime you crit or anytime I reward bad behavior at the table for making me laugh or a good pun or something like that, you get a weird point. What a weird point does is allows you to make a roll favorable before you roll it, which means you get to roll 2 20s and pick whichever result you want. So,
Can you?
I will take the 14.
all right, this is going to be a tough task to get all 3 of them done, so that'll be 8 victory points.
Okay. Easy enough.
All right, she is able to do it very quietly. You can see that they are all hooked up to plastic explosives that would have, because of the channel, it would have basically reverberated off the walls and carried forward and back, and so it would
Chunky salsa.
it would have chunky salsa to everybody. That one's for you, Mark.
Turned us into spaghetti.
Yeah. So we would throw you against the wall and see what stuck. Yeah. All right, so you were with 8. You were also you were able to take all 3 of them,
Okay.
disable them, and quietly. At this point, you don't think anyone downstairs has heard you.
Okay.
So how much explosives does she have?
It will take a little bit longer to dig it out of the wall
Oh, okay.
and use it.
That's right.
I got 6 more VPs.
It'll be loud.
Oh, okay, then. Can I try to listen and see if I can hear what they're saying?
They're not really talking. Like
Okay.
you can clearly hear them because you spent 10.
Mm-hmm.
They're more. It's more of the sound like grunts, as if they're like
Okay.
taking the machines apart. You do hear one thin, reedy voice. Come on, we have to hurry. Flint has been spotted in the city.
Okay. I'm going to gesture
Does
to
she
everyone.
recognize the voice?
Say it sounds like Orlatin. Makes my skin crawl.
It's not him, he died.
Mm-hmm. He sure does.
So I think.
Thank goodness.
So, what's the plan?
like Tags
I'm going to. Do I know how many voices or? Okay. There's people up ahead.
Is that the only way in and out?
There's a back way, right? Because there's a way on the other.
There's a
side.
way that gets to the old tube system.
Yeah. There's a door to the old tube system on the far side.
How do we get over there?
You have to go through. I didn't see. I mean, I guess one of us could go around by themselves and find out.
You know something that could help in this situation?
I can tell you the captain is panicking.
I know that. You don't need to be a mind
That
reader.
One's obvious.
Maybe, someone
No,
who
no.
isn't quite swishy shouldn't be up front.
Quick question.
Sure, quick
Riot-
answer.
Riot gun.
Yeah.
Shotgun?
Yes.
Cool.
Now, it's loaded with slugs.
Okay.
That's why it does that damage.
Okay.
The B means you can burst fire it.
Ooh, I can slam fire the shotgun. Got it.
Subtle.
I mean,
If you need to.
if I need to. I'm going to pull that out
We want
and
to take
walk,
some of them alive, right?
walk towards the front.
All right, so you're going up front. You can go.
I like kneecaps.
Okay.
It's a little vague
Good
on
luck.
kneecapping. So what's the order that you're heading down the stairs?
I can go after her.
Yeah, I'll go
You
for
can
a G.
you can go
It's supposed to
two-
be meaty, right?
2 abreast, possibly 3. Jex is really small. You are very lithe, so you could go like 3 and 2 or 2, 2.
I'll stay with
We'll
Jackson.
All right.
Very good.
Calypso and Gregor, where do you guys want to be? In the middle or the back?
Well, we can go forward.
Probably middle.
Okay, so we'll be in the back.
All
All right,
right.
everybody else go first.
Gregor and Calypso. All right. As you head down the stairs, we're going to go to our break, and we come back. We will see what happens here in this sewer room that you've been to before.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll be back in 15 minutes. We are going to take a quick break, and yes, we will come back in 15 minutes with Fading Suns. I'm JM. This is our Inquisitorial retinue plus crew of the Oh Boii. We're going to see what festers beneath the Agora in Byzantium Secundus. I like that word. We'll see you in 15 minutes. Thanks for watching. Now who's indisposed? No.
I'm fully clothed.
I'm fine.
If you don't get that, go back and watch the first half of this episode. All right. So the way this works is you guys are going to have initiative edge because you have not done anything that tripped them off, like setting off a bomb. All right. Yes.
What's initiative edge?
I was about to explain that.
Okay.
So in Fading Suns, the way initiative works is the side who has initiative edge get to go first. None of you are nobles, and none of you are battle order. Are you a noble?
False, I'm a noble.
Yeah! All right. So basically, the way it works is
Says it right there.
Oh.
team with initiative edge gets to suggest
Gregor doesn't like you.
pick somebody to go first, and in this case, it is most likely going to be either the Inquisitor or G because they are up front. After they take their turn, initiative is very fluid in Fading Suns. You say you go first. You get to say, all right, this person goes next. Now, the reason you don't want to select a bunch of just all of your side, because then all of the enemy side gets to go, and at the end of the round, they will
Pick themselves.
pick themselves to go first. So, as you descend the stairs, you can hear the sounds of machines being dismantled. There are cutting torches, the smell of like that material. There's this strange blue glow to everything. As you come down to the bottom of the stairs, you can see that there's a large room that there are several like dead bodies kind of piled up in the corner. They are very fishy and briny and covered in slick mucus. The large double doors at the far side of the room are open, revealing the spotlight lit underwater scene, right? Where there's an observation room beyond this room where Dr. Feynman would go and view his creations in their natural habitat. You can see there are 2 people in that room, and they are currently placing devices on the glass. There are 4 people in this room who are working at dismantling all of this equipment. And there is a man in Noble's synth silks who is reviewing a data slate, and the light that kind of there's a little antenna that has a blinking light on the top, and you can see another one is pressed up against one of these large metal, almost cabinet-like areas. Metal boxes on the ground that kind of just look. When you guys came down here the first time, there's no panels or anything on them. They just look like large metal dividers set to the ground. But he's got something attached to it, and they're blinking in time, and he's reviewing the information on his data slate. So,
Question.
answer.
If I try to impose my will, like in the name of the Inquisition, surrender, that would be an impress and
President's roll. Yes.
This is a note. The parentheses, because of your bonus, it's that plus your shoot skill. So it's not the 7, it's the 9.
Okay.
Together.
So
For
who would
combat
like, Inquisitor or G, you guys have the initiative edge. Who would like to
Want me
go?
try to get him to surrender first? Sure.
I mean, you're the leader, so it would make sense for you to follow it, do whatever you want to do.
Sure. I will step forth.
Make sure they can see my Inquisitorial seal.
You got shot first?
In the name of the Inquisition, surrender or forfeit your souls.
I will make presence plus impress, and I will spend 4 points to get it to 19. No, 6. Is this a blind bid for their resistance?
This is a blind bid for their resistance.
And it's 2 for 1? Or is it 1 for 1?
In this case, no, this is just overcoming a resistance. So this is a 1 for 1.
Gotcha.
Although it's usually
Not resistances, not. Resistance can be in a variety of different whole numbers.
I will spend 10
They got
points.
pi. You spend 10 points.
Spend points, yes. I really try to
Gesundheit.
project my influence and
It's uncomfortable.
voice modulation
Been there.
to hopefully rattle them, get them to stop what they're doing. My network and the noble.
So
Under my breath.
It does not work on the noble.
I figured as much.
But you see the 4 who are in there, they drop their tools and they freeze and they look at you. The noble screams, "It's Flint! Kill him!" Who's going next?
G.
I'm gonna kneecap the noble.
Roll for kneecapping. Now, what is the range on your weapon?
30-80?
Okay, so everything in here is within 30 meters. Basically, the difference between that is if you're firing under the first range band, it's a dex plus shoot.
Okay.
If you're firing over the first range band but less than the second range band, it is perception plus shoot, because at that range it's much more about like hand-eye coordination. So you're doing dex plus shoot.
Okay. And I get a bonus to...
Yeah, so it's 9
Okay.
plus...
So 17?
And then you can spend the 2 points you have if you want to make
First
it
roll
19.
with this dice.
Oh yeah, because you just picked those up.
Oh, it's a 4.
Yes, but it
Not
went
a
from an
20.
18 to a 4. So
Yeah.
it went from failure
Spun on 18
success.
and dropped over to 4, so...
I guess,
You
yeah!
got 6.
All right, how much? So it is a blind bid the first round of combat, basically, to see what their resistance is.
And you have to use 2 to hit. It goes up by 2.
No, 2 to 1 is damage.
2 to 1 is damage. Okay.
I know it gets me every
So...
time.
Okay, so I spend a hit and then I'll spend to do damage as well, or...
No, so at this point, you have to... what you'll first do is you're going to spend to see if you can overcome his resistance.
Okay, I've got 6. I'm just going to dump them.
All right, well, 6 will do the trick. He has a body resistance of 5, which just to you seems strange. Like, synth silk robes are not normally that resilient.
Strong, resilient. Okay.
And then, so what is the base damage on your weapon?
That would be the impact number, 7.
7? And then...
Ouchie.
That's it. Now, if you had more...
Is what he says, not
If you
me.
had more points, you could put more in to do more damage.
2 to 1.
Yeah, 2 to
Okay,
1.
so, and then the shotgun burst fires? Is that right? So
You
It
can,
but you have
can.
to... still
You
tell them to-
can,
I have
like...
to tell them
yeah.
beforehand. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
But you
All
hit.
right,
Success.
who would you like to have go next?
My other...
All right, so you two come down the stairs into the room, I assume deep enough so that other people can kind of come in behind you.
Yeah.
All right,
Wait,
the two in...
Firing shots into the kneecaps.
Yeah, you definitely you clip the noble, who is definitely not happy.
I am going to surge to get some BP. And I'm going
That's-
to attempt mind sight
You can surge and get
Okay.
9 points
and see
active.
what the noble is
And then you can
thinking,
start
why
to get
he's
more
here,
back
who
into
he is, any of that. Yeah,
All right,
I'm gonna
so
invade his mind.
go for it. Roll for invading of minds.
Impress
Sure,
plus
it works.
presence. Okay. Impress plus... that up to 18. Well, that one's gone forever.
Forever.
Which is really sad, because it's one of the pretty ones.
The dice doggy ate it.
Successful with 2.
All right. So you have to overcome the target's spirit resistance, yes? Or mind resistance?
So for mind sight, it's 1 VP plus 1 VP per 10 turns extended duration. Resistance is equal to the spirit resistance. Yeah.
All right. So how many points do you want to spend to try and overcome this noble's spirit resistance?
I don't think I have enough.
Well, you can trade out your weird point.
Oh, for 3?
Yeah. And you have 5 then.
Okay, 5. So I'll spend 2 to overcome. Well, 2 to do it and then 3 to overcome.
Okay. So he has a spirit resistance of 2, so the mind sight goes off. So for the next 10 rounds, you get to read his mind. Let me just write this down here.
I don't
He's
think
mostly
so.
just screaming in pain because he just got shot with a shotgun slug.
Stupid barking Inquisitors.
I can get the
Those
target
niches.
to think about a particular subject by making a successful telepathic influence action. It was a primary action, so my next turn I could influence. But right now I'm just reading his mind.
So, you read this guy's mind. In his mind, like the first image, the visceral image that you see in his head is of him skinning flint and laying the skin in a book and letters kind of filling in. And he starts screaming prayers, blasphemous prayers, to something called Ashkagael.
Oh, good.
Oh, this is going to turn out
a
fabulous.
will or faith roll plus focus as it starts to shake you.
Will or faith roll?
Yep.
Plus focus?
Yep.
Good thing my will's high. Success with a 9.
Okay. So, you are not
I am not now demon possessed.
you are not demon possessed, but you are also not shaken to your core by what you are seeing, because in the mind's eye, it seems like this noble will relish taking the skin off Flint.
You hear it like a
Oh, don't. Nope. Gregor has the disadvantaged party puker.
I will catch myself.
I've been there.
Hey, this is not a party pooper.
Woo!
And I will say to Jaxa, that noble needs to die.
Okay.
Who's going
Gregor,
next?
that noble needs to die.
Gregor.
All
Because I
right.
want the noble out, because he gives me the ickies.
The ickies.
The ickies. This is Maddie, not...
As long as we have official.
It might give her the ickies too. I'm sure she doesn't really like.
I don't think she'd
Digging
use
through
the
that.
word icky, though.
Gregor 2 steps up with a shotgun and fires once, fires a second time, and both of them go wide.
No.
He doesn't roll a 20, but he almost had a 20. I see it still looking at me. And so he puts 2 holes in the wall as the noble kind of drops to the ground and rolls behind. Well, you're gonna make me pick the bad guys, therefore I am the bad guy.
Yes.
Fine, I will pick the noble. You all hear kind of the slight low hum of an energy shield being kicked on. And he starts screaming blasphemous obscenities and invocations of prayers to whatever antinomian deity that he is worshipping. And he stands up. And Flint, he is going to try and hit you with the evil eye.
Forget it.
Can I?
I have to like reorganize.
It's a secondary action, so am I allowed to do it?
What?
Imperious.
Tell me
Once
what
per
Imperious
scene-
does.
It's a benefit of being a noble.
Okay.
Once per scene, you may spend a secondary action to assume a regal bearing and imperious mind to shield yourself from a single influence attempt or occult power. Spend VP to boost your mind or spirit resistance, but you draw the VP from the well instead of your own bank. So at my level, I can draw 8 VP from the well for this.
Okay, so you're going to shrug off the evil eye curse. All right. You can feel the power of his words and his sight kind of hit you like a physical force, but it sort of breaks against kind of your imperious nature as you rally against it.
Is that minor spirit that he was attacking anyway?
Spirit.
Okay. So is that a 1-for-1 raise?
Yep.
So that brings the total then to 10.
Yeah.
Because I had a 2.
He's just going to bank it. You fools! Get up! Grab your weapons! And so he's going to pick Calypso to go next.
Neat.
What does Calypso do?
Kill him,
so
girlfriend.
Calypso's gonna try. She's gonna
Stab him in the eye with your boot.
She's gonna spend 1 VP. First, she's gonna surge.
Yes, she is.
That's right.
Get it.
Then she's gonna spend
This is
one.
the first time Lee's ever played this game. She's just
You're so funny. And she's gonna. Okay, so she's gonna spend a VP, and then she's gonna choose.
That was feisty.
So she's gonna choose her gunslinger.
Did I forget?
Gunslinger?
Yes, she is.
Yeah, right there.
So I'm gonna attempt to
You
shoot,
wanna
and
do
if
that
successful,
too.
I can do another
Gregor's
immediate
definitely
shot.
Team Calypso.
Gregor's team Calypso.
Yeah. Not Team Antinomus Noble.
But it's good.
Very-
That's what that does.
Yeah, yeah.
Very smart of him. Okay. So we're gonna try this game here.
There is a theme almost of Calypso
That's exactly.
shooting people in the face in this game.
Hey, I went for the kneecaps.
You did. What'd you get?
Okay, so I'm unsuccessful.
All right.
So I don't do anything.
Which gun did you fire? Your laser or your 6-shooter? Or your slug thrower?
I have a slug thrower.
Yeah, it's the big one.
I have Martech Amber and a revolver.
Yeah, the revolver is the one that...
I only have 2 guns.
Yeah.
I got really excited. I thought he just gave me a third one. I should have been like, yes, the third one! Yeah.
All right, so which one did you fire?
I'm gonna say that I tried to fire the revolver, but it jammed up when it was trying to do that, so...
Right, so click. It's very intimidating.
She pulls it back, just... and she's gonna pick...
Don't you have 2 gun?
I am ambidextrous. I don't know if that...
Yeah, you have 2 gun fighting,
I can do an offhand
Yep.
still.
If you don't move.
Yeah, if you don't move.
Okay, so I'm gonna try again.
Yes.
It was a warning shot.
That one was successful.
All right, you know you have to spend 5 to overcome his resistance.
Yes, that's totally fine.
All right. What is the base value on your weapon?
Hold on. I need to go down to 11.
I will hold on.
Right?
She's doing math.
I am mathing. I'm so
stay
sorry.
in school, kids.
Would you?
I got it. Okay. So if I was shooting with my revolver in that hand, I'm assuming I was shooting with this one with the Martech.
Yeah.
So what was your question?
What's the impact of the
4.
4? All right, that is low enough that his E-shield does not kick on, and he will take all 4 of that damage.
Nicely done.
So the first
probably
one
smarter to do
clicks.
damage, though.
The second one this was just a distraction for the
She was like, I did it on purpose.
puts a hole right through his silks, and you're guessing his abbey.
Because I'm in his mind.
Yep.
I can yell out a warning, so anyone he targets gets advantage on a defense roll.
Favorable. Cool. All right.
So could I, in theory, if I had succeeded with Gunslinger, I could go 3 times?
No, you can only shoot twice. Oh, with your gunslinger talent, yes.
That's dangerous.
All right. So what is the who's going next?
So you have not gone yet, so I'm going to go with you because I think she's the only one left.
All right.
of
So
our
there
players.
are 2 groups of the minions, if you will.
The you fools.
The 4 of them are going to attempt to shake off the.
Not they know what's good for their souls.
All 4 of them apparently do not believe in the afterlife or are not scared of you. They're more scared of the guy who apparently is screaming out obscenities to Ashkagael. And they all...
Which is fair.
Yeah, you know.
I'd be afraid of him too.
Fair. They all reach and grab their own Martech Ambers.
Ooh.
2 of them grab Martech Ambers, and the other 2 pull basically like heavy pipes
Oh, good.
that have been have large shards of metal like welded on them at oblique and weird angles. And they're going to choose Jexa.
How far away are the guys in the other room?
They're about 60 meters away.
60?
Yeah.
Okay. Can we see the nobleman? I thought did he get cover?
On his turn, he ducked behind
Yeah.
the computer bank.
Okay.
The Think Machine bank.
The think machine. Then I will shoot one of the guys, one of the mooks who just pulled a gun.
All right.
Kill the mooks.
Pay attention. This is the first time this is happening.
What you got?
Anyway, text message.
Are you shooting the
Do you need to
wub?
surge?
No.
Up.
She's had a couple rolls.
12,
She's
13. I get it up to 15. Okay.
Dip and create.
Up to 18.
Are you
We
shooting?
wish
Gemma's not
this
here
shot-
to pray.
Is she shooting the wub?
12!
Hey, I'm a level 4 priest,
Are you
right?
shooting one gun?
No.
Okay.
I'm not shooting my womp gun.
Oh,
Sorry. No, there's people in front of me.
That's true.
I like brought to
Enemies.
one knee.
Your own allies go flying
Chuck
like
it to me.
Like,
nine
no.
salsa.
Sorry. I dropped to one knee with my Martech Amber
Okay.
to shoot, hopefully, between my allies.
Okay.
Let's hope so.
And I
It's
was
okay, I'm wearing asbestos underwear.
What?
Success.
It's itchy.
Oh.
All right. How much? So you haven't shot these guys before. They don't seem to be wearing much beyond just kind of like the same sort of leathers that you are. How much do you want to spend to overcome the resistance?
4?
All right. You overcome the resistance.
Cool. And I will spend 4 more to add 2 to my impact for a total of 6.
For a total of 6. All right. You definitely catch one in the chest, and like the robes start to burn. He's not dead, but he is very wounded.
Okay. And then just as kind of a flavor action, I'm going to start muttering to Saint Beatrice under my breath.
Under your breath?
Yep.
Ruzzle, drizzle, brazen, Beatrice.
Beatrice, better help us out here because they're going to blow up the tank and I don't want that to happen. And, I've been a very good girl.
I've been a very good girl.
Amen.
Any ruffled
So-
shirts.
So once a year at night, Beatrice finds,
Lady of Light.
The Lady of Light.
finds all the little boys and girls if they've been good.
Well, it's more like, I've been just like Gemma has taught me to, so please listen to my prayer.
Wow, that's really, like, begrudgingly.
Passive
Slot
aggressive.
machine.
All right, so
It's because I'm shooting, so yeah.
the last 2,
Yep.
you can see one of them just kind of pushes the other one towards the glass where he takes his action to start furiously connecting all of the different shapes, really like gummy gelatinous shapes that they've attached to the glass.
Talking like Bill Murray and Caddyshack kind
Yeah.
of shapes.
Yeah, sure.
Like we found in the hallway.
Is there a way that I could have gotten a bit further into the room and off to the side so I'm not in the middle of this group anymore?
Yeah.
Okay.
The other one is taking a shot at Inquisitor Flint. And this will be perception plus shooting him in the face. He succeeds. I need to overcome your resistance.
Do you know what it is?
If I were Flint, I would say we'll start with 6. 6 hit you?
It'll hit me, but my E-shield will activate at 6.
It does. Well, no, so 6 to overcome your body resistance.
Yes,
What
my
is
body
your-
is 4, but my shield kicks in at 5.
Okay, they do 4 points of damage to you.
Okay, so that's off the hits.
That's off your bite.
Yeah.
No, because it only triggers if the damage exceeds. If the damage is at least 5, your shield comes on.
Yes.
At 1 to 4. So
you said they did 6.
No, so I did 6 to overcome your body resistance.
Okay.
So when I rolled a hit,
Gotcha.
and then I have to spend VP to overcome your body resistance to see if I actually affect you.
Okay.
If I affect you, then the impact kicks in, and that's what you base your shield roll off of. So you see this, like you hear the revolver just...
How many?
4. Just under your E-shield. Not moving
Gotcha.
fast enough to trigger it. All right, so that's the end of the first round. These two guys still have initiative edge. They have not lost it, so one of you two gets to go first and then start us off. Also, as a noble, G can interrupt any NPC action to declare someone else gets to go once per fight.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Okay, so initiative edge is not what nobles do when they interrupt.
No.
So, because in marksman there is if like for gunslinger you lose initiative edge. So
that means you would automatically go to the end of the line. You would have to be last in the round if you did something that would reduce you.
So let's say I was first originally and I used gunslinger. Now the next time I have to be at the end.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. I read the rules.
Huzzah.
How far away is said noble?
The noble's only about 12 meters away.
So can I move in?
Sure.
Okay. I will engage him with my rapier.
All right. He will engage you with his...
Face.
No.
A ring.
No, he also draws a dueling rapier.
Oh no.
Flint! I see you have survived this long. I'm sure your heart won't give out, old man.
Since I'm a
You should see the mental
duelist,
images I'm getting over here.
I will spend...
Flint's the very skin from your back.
Flay. Not Flint. You
Flint's.
flay.
You can flay, you can also flint's.
Flint's.
Flint's is technically the word to describe removing large strips of flesh or fat from something, usually whales.
True that.
The more you know.
Knowledge.
Gross. It's not helping with the mental picture.
So I use my duello
Okay.
to spend 1 BP to increase my melee action 2, and then I'll spend the rest to get it up to 19.
Come
On God, you
Poopy face.
Lag out.
gad. A successful 2.
You know his physical resistance is 5.
Then I will spend 5 to overcome.
He, bringing his rapier up in a quick snap, is going to increase his resistance by 4.
Ew.
Would you like to spend 4 more?
I will surge. Because my bag is empty now.
And then I assume spend
9.
4 more to overcome his resistance.
Bless you.
Yes, I will overcome it.
All right.
And then
So I think
damage
it's
is 2 to
allergies.
1 or 1 to 1?
Damage is 2 to 1.
2 to 1. So I will do him 8 points of damage.
All right. His shield will kick in at that.
Take the hits.
All right. You guys all see there's just this orange glow that sort of, as Flint stabs in, this glow appears and sort of prevents the blade from touching him. Flint, you're getting slow in your old age. Who's going next?
Who's going next?
Which of you?
Who's going next?
Who's going next is...
What's going third?
So? Okay,
I don't know
so
that you can interrupt.
That's right.
so I didn't read this fully because there's a lot to read. So I can get it to think about a particular subject by making an influence action, but I can probe the target's thoughts to determine if they're genuinely theirs or the result of an occult intrusion.
The thoughts?
Mm-hmm.
Was that what you would like to do?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's just part of it, but I didn't read all of it. But
All right.
yes.
Give me a focus. plus presence roll. When the Kickstarter goes out, there will be official VP coins.
Woohoo! Okay, so I was
Very
successful.
excited about this Kickstarter.
I was successful.
How much do you want to spend to overcome his resistance?
Is it a spirit resistance?
It is a spirit resistance. You
So
know it's 2. He's going to up his spirit resistance by 2 because he's just like that.
I will match.
All right, so you were trying to.
I'm trying to discern if he has freely chosen this path or if someone has wormed their way in and this is not him, or if he just needs to die, essentially.
Like an earworm?
Yeah. Wrath of God.
A little something nestled on the base of your skull.
No, you get in there and you basically, it is just as gross and blood soaked. There are tiny little deeds and memories that stick out like altars to his dark
So he has chosen
demon.
this for himself.
Yes, and he brings the sword up. Tell your witch to get out of my head. What's going next?
I'm just...
Jack's out so she can get the goon trying to blow the window up.
Okay. I want to continue to move around the room so that my allies are no longer in front of me.
Okay, they are no longer in front of you.
Wonkin.
She's been waiting so long.
I'm gonna love if the window blows.
However, I'm still too far away for the window.
Okay.
Because the womp gun is only 1020. And the window is probably still 50 or so.
That's good.
So I will aim. It is a 2-meter area effect.
Okay, so you will catch 3 of them in it.
Okie dokie. Let's. Is this still dexterity?
This is still dexterity.
Okay, plus shoot. Awesome.
So you guys all hear this noise as you can see the womp gun, like the lights start powering up from the back of the gun, moving forward.
Somewhere Gemma's covering her ears, like, I don't know why.
I'm going to use my weird point to make it favorable.
You really want this first time out to be
really
successful.
do.
She also doesn't want to kill us.
That too.
17! Success! Let's do this.
I feel like there's going to be a comment of, oh, so that's what it does.
No, I gotta go.
I just made some moon jelly.
You've just been whopped.
Ooh, that's a good one.
No, don't use that one. That was awful. It's garbage. All right, so you have to spend points to... You can have a weird point, Mark.
Not
did you say
womp,
it
there
too?
it is.
I didn't hear womp there.
Oh,
it is.
yeah, she's like, womp, there it is.
It's really good, but now the time has passed. That's a weird point, Maddie. You can convert VPs into weird points. I made your
But
character.
once per session.
I made
So
once
she can do it multiple times because she has multiple perks. That
But it's still
Just
fun
as-
to
all right,
burn one.
so
Multiple personalities.
you have to overcome their
Very weird.
resistance.
Which is 4.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you have enough to do that?
Yes.
She's got a pile.
Then what does the womp gun do?
So that's 4.
You ever see the dubstep gun in
I'm going to spend...
Put it in your mouth.
I know. 6 more to increase it by 3 to 8 for the impact.
8 for... so I still get to up my resistance first.
Oh, you
Yeah,
said
I-
what does it do? So
Yeah,
that's
I was
40.
just...
I'm sorry.
Sorry, no, that's fine.
Okay,
They're
I will
gonna
wait.
they're gonna increase, so they each have to spend this for the 3. So they're each gonna increase their impact by 3.
Okay, so I have to spend 3 more.
Yep.
Okay.
Hopefully that means it does less damage.
And I'll spend 6 to increase it by 3 to 8.
All right, so you fire this womp gun, and it is just a wave of sound that crashes into these guys. The one that you shot last turn hits the wall with a sickening crunch
Oh.
and does not move. There's a little spot where he hit. The other 2 are up, but they are not happy. Who's going next? Their ears are bleeding. You can see blood streaming out of their nose.
Fun.
Are these the ones that both have sticks?
Yes, these are the ones that have sticks. Okay. Clubs. Vicious clubs.
Pointy sticks.
Wickedly vicious clubs.
You're vicious. And
Rocks.
Small but vicious clubs.
Right. Small clips.
I mean my racial passive smell.
Who's going next?
So after that happens, Jax is gonna sing "Sweet Baby Beatrice." That was awesome.
Lights have the guards on lights have exploded. They're sparking. The lighting in the room is starting to
And
flicker.
I'm gonna put that back and pull him again.
You can do that on your next turn.
Well, yeah, but yes, I'm gonna okay, enough of that. Gregor, and then everybody else. Let's do Gregor.
Yeah, I want one of those guns.
We have to spacewalk to get them.
Gregor puts a shotgun round into the
have
one of the
spacesuits, we can do it
guards
again.
with the club that has been stunned by the womp gun, and there is just a splatter behind.
Dude with the window.
And he kind of hit. You don't want him shooting a shotgun.
No, I
slug
know.
at a
We
large
gotta get
window.
closer, though.
Right. Guy,
Gee.
you're up.
Guy?
My dude!
Other shotgun man.
I am going to move to get a clear shot, and I'm going to burst fire at the noble. First, I'm going to surge.
All right.
Nice. Use that surge. I'm very affirming.
You are.
So that gives me 9.
very-
When you're not serenely creepy. Mm.
So
who
do I
gave
roll
you
for
that
each
scarf?
shot? Is that what I do?
I'm looking up burst fire for you right now.
No, I don't think it's one shot, and you just get a bonus because he's doing. You do a 3-round burst. You can do like empty the magazine, where you're just spraying
don't
bullets because
know.
there's penalties. 3-round burst is no penalty, but I don't remember what the bonus to your damage is. You're pumping 3 rounds out. Chuck it, chuck it, chuck it.
So I'm slam fire.
It's like my favorite thing about shotguns.
You can fire quickly shots to increase in succession at a cost to accuracy. So you'll subtract 2 from your goal.
Isn't there one at the bottom with a 3-round burst?
And you increase your weapon damage by 2. That's the one that this is. So you take -2 to the goal, but you have +2 to the damage.
Okay, so I just basically lose my bonus then, right?
Basically.
You gonna use anything to make it higher?
I mean, it's
Because right
sitting
now
at
it's
15. I'll spend 3.
There you
Take
go.
it up to an 18. That is
right now.
cocked, is
Just
it not?
prayer.
yes.
Yeah.
One gun. Not to.
That one's cocked.
That one's cocked too. Come on.
There you go.
15.
15 success. Now you
So-
have lots.
Yeah, so that takes me to. Come on.
How's the
But I know I only need to burn 5, right?
creepy skin flame,
But
dude.
you know what? I'm gonna burn.
So you only need to burn 5 unless I
But-
tell you I'm increasing it.
Yeah, but I. Yeah, okay. So I'll burn the 5.
He's not going to increase this. He only has not a lot of DP left.
And then you can spend some of those to increase the damage. Well, you're going to do 9 right now.
Okay. And it's 1 for 1. Is that right?
It's
No.
2 for
2
1.
for 1.
2 for 1. Okay. Well, I can only keep 10 at the end of the round, right?
Right.
So
That's
I'll,
your bank, yeah.
I'll spend the 6.
So
To increase it by 3.
12 by 3.
Yeah, so that's 12.
So 12 damage.
All right, so his E-shield flares again, which means he has to make a burnout check because it is
on
multiple.
Well, you take so many hits before it's
Oh wait,
done,
no. Yep,
and
he doesn't have to check yet. But you definitely you put enough shots. Like the first one, the shield flares orange, and then it goes white, and then the third shot you actually see kind of like the shield is overloaded briefly, and so there's bleed through damage. And you are rewarded with like a stain of red that's starting to spread on his robe as he kind of goes falling back into the living quarter room that is beyond this
open?
one. Yeah, the door is open. So who would you like to go next? You come up just firing shots from your shotgun, and it forces him out of this room into the other room.
I think we need bad guys to go.
Yeah, I was gonna
So I'm gonna
choose
go
some of the
super
mooks.
last.
Which ones?
Some of the mooks.
All right. Do you want the mooks by the window or the 2 remaining mooks in the room?
The 2 remaining mooks in the room.
Yeah, they're feeling really good about that. They've one of them questions his life choices.
The other one's just
He is gripped with indecision, and so decides to try and swing his bat at Yi.
G.
G.
Guy.
Did he crit in the wrong
Does
way?
he slip on the noble's blood?
He slips
Did he
on
kill
his.
himself?
He's like, "I'm gonna get you," because he can't hear anything. Mom, Mom, and he brings his club up for just a mighty strike, not realizing that the glass protecting the light is exposed, and he catches the exposed wires, and you briefly see the inside of his skeleton as he takes his last remaining 2 vitality points and just kind of.
Oh, I know how that feels.
He does not let go,
He doesn't fall
nor
over.
does he drop. You just start to smell.
Aww.
Oh, burning
That
flesh.
happened before. That's...
The other one's like, Reggie! And shoots at you.
She's so cute.
It's
and
not a
sweet.
crit. But they will spend 5 to overcome your resistance.
Okay,
I love contact out.
There's also there's this bidding thing, because even if I purposefully overbid, that forces you to make the decision, knowing that I can still come in higher. So there's a little bit of mind games with spending victory points that I like.
I'm going to spend 6 more.
So what does that bring your resistance to total?
10.
And I'm already at 5. I will spend the other 5 to to affect you
Norks.
for 6.
Bork.
Ow!
Yeah, he doesn't like you. You
I'm
want him.
petite.
And you were 80% responsible for killing Reggie. The other 2 is on him. He doesn't blame you for that. But he realizes that Reggie would be at a much better place had he not been whopped, just like last round. He's going to pick the Antinomus to go.
Antinomus,
The
The noble.
Okay.
The demon-worshipping noble.
The
Okay.
human skin suit
Guys,
dude.
that was a third of my health. I'm little.
That was it? All right, sweet. Good to know.
I'm petite.
Making
Please don't let
notes.
him hit me again.
Here. All right, he's going to try. Your pancreator has no sight here, Inquisitor. And he gives you the evil eye yet again. He succeeds. He's going to spend 4 to overcome your resistance to start. It is a spirit resistance. Do you have spirit?
Yes, we do.
We have a spirit.
How do you? Yes, I do have. I have a spirit of 2. Because I have armor of purity.
All right, well, he overcame it. He spent 4.
Okay.
Would you like to increase your spirit resistance?
Mm-hmm.
Can you surge more than once?
As long as you have surges left.
I will surge again.
Oh, he's 2 surges.
So I will. So 2 gets it to his 4,
Mm-hmm.
and then he'll increase it to 8.
So I would have to spend 4 more.
4 more.
All right, I will do that. As his curse settles upon you, you feel the burden of every poor decision that you have made in your life. Every time that you worry about having sent an innocent to their death, every time that your decision has led to the death of others, every time that you have failed your pancreator, it sort of surges to
I've
the
never failed my
forefront of your
pancreator.
mind.
There was that one time.
And you now have unfavorable rolls for the rest of the scene until the Antinomus is slain.
Okay. There was that one time
Yes,
Mulan
the one
Station.
time.
with
What station?
We don't want to know. Let's not ask. Let's not ask him to verify.
No. What station?
No. Let's not ask.
Count Ortman's party. I really regret the llama suit.
You are.
Thank goodness it wasn't the pig.
That was just amazing. You're up. What are you gonna do?
So uncomfortable.
He's trying to kill the Antinomus before he remembers anything more about that night. And a certain bubble gum popping. I don't know. What was I?
You were high.
I know, but like, did I dress up as an animal?
Crab.
Nope.
Oh,
Here's where you were.
oh, my heart is
At
pounding.
least here. Maybe here.
It was a lovely party.
I'm gonna roll now.
All right, Calypso, what are you doing?
I'm gonna.
Until the station.
Well, I have to drop.
You're
So
talking
I have to
about
drop to 10
crash.
because it's now my turn again, and I have
Yep.
11.
You can spend that one right before your turn to increase your next roll by 1 if you want.
Okay,
Do that.
sure.
We just
Okay.
left. I don't know what happened.
But I'm still dropping.
So it's still going to go to 10. You're just not wasting the point.
Well, no, I'm dropping another one, so I can enact Daredevil or
Gunslinger?
yes.
Gunslinger. Do you want to up your total? Oh,
No, because I am fine with the 15.
nice.
Who are you shooting?
So I'm shooting the freaking no mist guy because
Skin
I
Slayer?
I don't want. Okay,
Captain Skin Suit?
what's 14 plus 9?
23.
Thank you.
All right, and
I had to
you
think
spend
about
5
that.
to
It was over
overcome.
21.
Sorry, I thought that was talking.
Okay. What's minus 23 minus 5?
18.
That's the big
18.
numbers.
18. Okay. So
What's the impact of your weapon?
it is a 6.
All right, so that'll take another hit off of his shield.
Okay. It does nothing, right then?
Yeah, it just
Okay.
absorbs it.
So I'm gonna go again.
Yep.
So that's a 2 this time, so it's also successful. So that's 20 now. So then that drops down to 15 to hit.
Yep.
So that's another.
So coming up next to you is just Captain Calypso's guns blazing.
So that's another. So that's going to take another hit off of his shield.
What's the damage on this one?
It's still 6.
Still 6, so yep, another.
And then I'm going to roll with my offhand.
Yes, you are.
I'm figuring
you
Calypso
are
out finally. How long did it take?
It's fine. You're
It's
good.
okay. When I finally figured out the Fate Weaver in the Monday night games, watch it. I was like, wow, this is suddenly so much more broken than I was, because everybody was sitting there saying, oh, the Fate Weaver's so broken, so broken. I'm like, where? And I'm like, oh.
There it is.
Oh.
That's how she
Womp.
feels about my merit now.
So that also is successful with a 13. So what's 15 plus 13?
28. And then minus 5 is 23.
23.
All right,
Thanks,
you've
guys.
taken another shot. You can see the energy starting to bleed off the shield. It is
This time
very
is
close.
with a Martech amp.
Oh, how much damage does that do?
4.
Oh, that does not affect his shield, so it goes through his
That's
shield
my offhand.
and leaves him with that.
How many?
All right, that. It is a very specific GM number. I know
used
what
it
it
before.
means. Can't.
Yeah.
It's just on this side of the screen. Sorry, those are the rules that I just made up. Who is going next? You've got the 2 goons in the far room.
Well, I don't. Isn't
that's it.
no the
Yeah,
turn
that's
is
it.
the turn is completely over. I
No,
thought.
it's the
There's 2 goons in the far
The 2
room.
goons.
Oh,
in the
so
far
then I
room,
have to
yeah.
give it to the 2 goons, but that's okay. You're a noble. You can interrupt later. So yeah.
All right, one of them is
Interrupt.
continuing to...
You're a noble.
and you
just
can
say, no,
see
I'm going.
those of you who have line of sight, so that would be your character at this
At
point,
the
and I
start of
think
the
that's it, because everyone else has moved with the...
Oh, I went.
Yeah, you went the other side.
Yeah.
You can see, like, these lights
Yeah, but I switched. You
start to light
kind
up.
of stayed noble.
And there are now, like, you can see
I
these
switched and
amphibious
became-
humans are
Gotcha.
coming, like, to check out what is going on in this area.
Hold
The other one
on,
takes
no.
a shot at you. You're the only one he can see.
Oh no!
It is not a critical failure, but it is a
It's rolled 19 enough times.
not successful. So, start of the round, Inquisitor and G.
How do they still have initiative edge?
Because you have to take something to lose initiative edge.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
like Gunslinger.
I will spend a VP on my duello to lower the damage.
Okay. Now remember, these are unfavorable rolls.
I know. I'm just
curse of the evil
instead
eye.
of increasing my chance,
You're gonna try
I'm
and
gonna
move
make the
slow
choice. I'm gonna
enough to
try to
get through.
get through. Now that I know he has an energy shield, for sure.
For show.
I know my weapon does too much damage. I'm going to lower it.
Well, wait, didn't I just blast through all of his charges?
Not all of his charges.
Oh, okay.
Got through 2.
Yeah, I did too, at least.
Yep.
I burned out
I'm-
too, didn't I?
You totally did. It's fine. He's gonna be okay.
That one.
The Inquisitor will have his soul.
Doing some math.
I would really appreciate you just rolling a d20 and telling me what you get.
I'm scared.
Do you want the 2 or the 8?
20.
No.
I'll take the 2.
Okay.
All right. Do you have 5 to overcome?
I do not.
All right. Ha ha, old man. Who's going next?
Like that's
I'm
the-
not laying on the floor, unlike your mother.
Like there's a collective.
Wait, what?
So,
Even G's like, damn.
Calypso is usually not fond of Inquisitors, but this
You
one...
like this one? Glad to help
This
you out.
one can stay.
Wait, what?
Who's
What
next?
do you mean?
Who's next? All right.
I'm just gonna go for it again.
All right.
Fire on this guy.
Go for it.
So,
How many rounds we got?
No.
Let's bump it up to 18 again. 3. Successful with a 7.
Okay. 5 to overcome his resistance.
I'll spend it because I have
Alright.
14. That leaves me at 9.
And then how much do you want to spend to... Do you want to increase the damage at all?
No, I'm good.
All right, what's the base damage on the weapon?
7.
All right, that'll take off another charge from his shield.
He just gets rocked backwards by
He
the
does.
slugs
At this
hitting.
point, you can see he hits a table and it kind of scoots back with him. You can see there's the open tube. The door beyond him opens up into this basically what looks like a subway platform, where like a subway car would come in and land. Who's going next, G?
Sorry, rich kid.
Not a sponsor.
Me.
You're up.
Okay.
I had a lot of sugar.
I am going to move towards the tank room.
Okay.
With my 10 feet or my 10 yards or whatever of movement,
All right.
however, whatever that is. How close are they then?
You're within 20.
Am I still within 20?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to pull out my Martech Amber and try to take out the guy who's trying to set it.
All right. These guys don't seem to be wearing any armor. They seem to be wearing technicians' jumpsuits that all have the mark of the engineering guild. So go ahead and roll it.
Ooh.
That's okay, they're probably stolen.
They probably hate your dad.
They're trying to blow us up. Just kill them.
Okay.
They probably have siblings and parents that
11,
will miss them.
13,
They're actually your brothers.
16. I hate you all.
I have not said anything.
Put it this way: what would
Calypso,
what
I
would
love
what would Gemma do?
11.
Shoot them all and let the pancreas choke them out.
11.
11. All right, you hit.
Okay. They don't have any body
They
resistance?
They don't seem to be wearing any armor. So 1 or 2 should probably overcome
Okay, so
what they
2.
hit. That definitely beats it.
Is it a 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Are you upping the damage at all?
No.
Oh, shoot.
Yes.
Put him down.
We spent a point to up something last time on me. Remember to get rid of it from... It's fine. We'll just,
No, you.
We'll chat later.
we'll just call it nothing for now.
Yeah. I'm going, as I shoot, say, back away from the tank! And I'm going to increase it for a total of 8.
All right.
Yeah.
He is still standing.
Jump would not be proud of me, but
He kind of hits the
I
wall
gotta save the fishy people.
and starts sliding
Calypso's
down.
very
Who's
proud.
going next? You can see he's still trying to hit that center device. You get the feeling that if it gets to his turn, he's probably going to hit that device.
Thessalia is the only other one who can see him, right?
Wait, I can't see this person?
If you take a step back, because you were moving up to see the Inquisitor.
Okay, I'll yell.
Oh,
for-
Gregor can see it too.
Gregor can see him?
Yeah.
Okay, then when I look back and I see who can see it, I will call to Gregor, "Stop him!" And I'll point to it.
Gregor's dex is
Please.
quite high, but his perception is not as
He's
good.
blind.
Can you move closer?
He moves closer, but still not close enough to get into that.
I push him.
Wow. He shoots
You
in
got
the
it,
face.
babe!
Can I give him any VP
Slap
stuff?
on him.
No, you give him a weird.
Inspo. Like I was just...
Because
Anybody-
this isn't a new scene, is it?
Nope. Anybody got a weird point they
Yeah.
want to give
No.
Gregor for this?
I have one.
I was like, I got one.
Well, there's a
Pick
lot
one.
of us.
Who?
Pick us.
I can do it.
Okay.
Don't you need him for your...
All right.
The weird points I know. I need VP.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, you can
Uh,
also convert.
So his perception and shoot is an 11.
Did he crit? Double crit?
He got a 1 and an 11.
So there is just a Gregor kind of steps up and pulls the trigger, and you see the guy hits the glass and just slides.
But he didn't hit
Slides
the
off.
thing.
Nope. He is going to pick Calypso to go next.
Okay.
You hear him go, oh, and it didn't go off.
Great work.
High five.
Love you, boo.
Ruffled shirts forever.
Okay, so that guy has been handled, so I can continue going after
You
the
Well,
can
there's
continue going after
There's
the Inquisitor.
another guy in that room too.
the other. You mean the not the Inquisitor?
No, the
the
antinomist.
And
no mist. Yes, the
Calypso is now a traitor and goes after her own party members.
No.
All right, Calypso, you got this.
Okay, so okay, I have 23. It is now my turn.
Yes.
So I have to disband
You have to spend 13 of it.
13 of it
Before her turn.
before my
Yep.
turn.
So if you want to increase your first shoot roll of the round,
Okay, then
you can
yes.
Yep, go for it.
Okay. So
13.
13. So then that means it doesn't really. Then it doesn't matter what I roll.
As long as you don't get a 20.
Yeah. Okay. So this, I'm just gonna drop it to 10 to make sense. Drop it over. Okay.
It's
Bringing out a new die. I'm scared. That blue one's been doing good, but I thought I'd not test my luck with it. Ooh, I am not colorblind. That is a 3.
Okay.
So
5 to overcome.
okay,
And with that, the shield drops.
that's left.
You see
down.
the shield kind of glows bright white, and then there's this smell of ozone as it collapses.
Neat. So she's gonna shoot with the revolver.
Okay.
So that's a 6,
Yep, that drops the shield.
and then that is a 16. That's going to miss on her ambidextrous.
Okay.
So she's done.
It goes wide. Who's going next?
Who all?
There's one goon each in each of the party, and then there is
Wait, which party members has not gone? I want to make sure. there's a
Thessalia
list.
has not gone.
But you're the only one left. Okay, then I need to choose a goon.
goon attacks. The goon in the room attacks you. With a 4. He'll spend 4 to overcome your resistance. Ha!
I have 4. And I'm gonna spend 4 more.
All right, so he will hit you for 4. 4 more points.
Ow!
Just shoots at you, and he'll pick his other buddy.
But
who's
you
gonna
can
shoot it.
interrupt if you want her to go first. That's one of the things that
Okay.
you can let him go, or you can have her interrupt and go before that guy if you'd like. That's what
Your choice.
That's what your noble thing does. You don't have to because he's shooting you. So
Yeah.
Okay, he shoots you. He hits you with a 7. So I'm going to spend 6 to 5 to overcome your body resistance.
that's what you have right there.
Okay.
Your resistance is 5.
I'm
But yeah, you've got
gonna spend 1 VP and boost my body resistance. I have the nimble ability.
All right, to what?
7.
Grab it. You dodge.
I just do a backflip.
The guy is very impressed. He doesn't know what to do. He was trying to kill you, but now he's sort of...
Applause.
All right,
was
Inquisitor
so
and
cool.
Yi.
Well,
You,
no.
Oh, Sala, you were up. I apologize.
Okay, should I screw with the antinomist or try and take one of that guys out?
It would be nice if we could talk to him. So if you can use your and take control to make him stop fighting.
I don't think I can do that.
Can't do that yet.
I was going to plant the thought in his head that he has failed Ashkagael and has instead chosen the path of the Pancreator.
Give me a focus plus presence roll. Well, we'll roll with this.
Focus plus presence?
Yep.
So
Yes, I am successful.
All right, how much are you spending to overcome his spirit resistance?
Which is 2, so I'll spend 2. Yeah, his was 2. Yeah.
His is 2.
Mm-hmm.
He has currently no VP, so you are successful.
Okay.
You two are standing in front of him, and you see his eyes widen briefly as this thought is implanted in his mind that he is not he has rejected Ashkagael. He is following the Pancreator. And that's when his eyes explode. His eyes burst, and he hits the ground, and you feel something cold rush into your body.
Oh no!
And as the antinomist
fine.
hits the floor,
Oopsie poopsie.
the guard in the room, you hear the sound of a Martech amber clattering to the ground. And that's where we'll end the scene for tonight. And next week we will come back and figure out what is going on. Why does Jexa feel the cold rush
I
when
don't.
that guy
It's fine.
died? What were they
I'm not
trying to
telling
do with the
anyone.
explosives? What information did the antinomist pull off of Dr. Feynman's machine? We'll find out next week.
collect his stuff.
Thank you, by the way, for joining us for this arc. I'm very excited to see how the Inquisitor and G meld with the group. I will be playing your Urban for a couple of weeks until you return. We will miss you. And Lester should be back next week. So tune in for more Fading Suns on Thursday night. We will be back next week with more of the adventures of the Oh Boii. And on Tuesdays, you will also find us here on the Ulysses International channel running Torg Eternity. Our Eternity Nights, our Storm Nights are moving through Tharcold, and things have not gone as planned. So, thank you for watching. I am JM. This is the crew of the Oh Boii plus Inquisitorial Retinue. We are Iconic Production, and we will see you in a couple of days. Thanks for watching.